but it's also about the vendors. I think we got a special guest with us again, don't we?
I'm so happy. We are so thrilled to know Priya Mohan, who's here from sariKNOTsari, which is a pretty fantastic product that you are also wearing. Who are you wearing, Priya?
I am wearing sariKNOTsari. Thank you so much for having me here, Mike and Val. It's been a great Supercrawl. The weather's amazing. The people, as always, bring their own energy to this event.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where are you located right now? In the Supercrawl?
We have both a store and a tent, and our tent is located between Cannon and Barton on James North.
As we celebrate 16 years of Supercrawl, I know you guys have been involved with it for many, many years. What is it about the sari? This is something that has always interested me.
Yes.
What's the history and the reason and the purpose behind its beauty and its simplicity?
Well, it really is coming into the conversation more and more this year. So a sari, as worn in India as a garment, is a piece of fabric. It's a rectangle. It's about 44 inches by 5.5 yards. And the beauty of a sari is that it is draped around a woman's body, and it can fit any body because it's basically a rectangle and the drape is everything. And what we've done at sariKNOTsari is we've taken that idea that the drape is everything and that every woman's body is unique. And we've used this vintage pure silk sari fabric to turn it into clothing that is size inclusive. So it uses the drape of the fabric to fit you. So for example, this dress that I'm wearing fits up to a size 6X, but it will also fit somebody who's a size 2.
Without it being too awkward, are you able to pop down so we can see?
Sure. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, pockets.
Yes.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So this one is called our boxy baby doll dress. It's one of our most generously cut styles, but we have outfits, tops, bottoms that go from size 2 to size 18, size 2 to size 3X, so that as your body changes, as a woman's body will, something they figured out in India a long time ago, that your clothing will still fit you. And especially when you're getting clothing to wear on vacation, something that's lighter, something that's more temperature regulating, you'll find that it will still fit you when you go on your next vacation. So you can buy things and still have them fit.
It makes
Here's
a
the
lot
thing,
of sense. Yeah.
Mike, I know you don't have this issue, but every now and again, it's like somebody has just turned up the thermostat.
Yes.
And so I get these moments where I'm feeling really hot and sweaty.
Yes.
Well, this fabric, and this fabric is not, whatever this is, it's not very forgiving.
Well, and so luckily, Shafali, who is our marketing manager and who has styled the fashion show, which we're going to be in later this evening, has brought you something to change into for later, something made out of silk.
Beautiful.
That will be breezy and flowy and temperature regulating and should make you feel very comfortable today.
Thank you. I'm going to appreciate that.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
It's not the wraparound, right? It's
clothing. It is tops, dresses, it's blouses, it's kaftan style clothing, like rectangles with arms. But it looks, because of the fabric, saris drape beautifully. They skim over your body. In fact, we were just mentioned today. Anne Bokma wrote a lovely article about us in the Hamilton Spectator. And I believe it was, the name of the article is In Defense of the Muumuu. And the idea that, there was a time where women felt like, we don't need to make ourselves fit into fitted clothing. We can wear something that allows us to be comfortable, and women are reclaiming that. So we're using size inclusive clothing to give women that power back, that their bodies can change. Yeah. They can have hot flashes. They can, they can have a baby and then wear clothes after their baby and have the same outfits. I think what we're trying to do is really empower women to recognize and to fight for the fact that their bodies are changing. Yep. They don't have to be ashamed of that.
No.
That is what defines being a woman. It's something we can be proud of.
And what you are also doing with this wonderful clothing is it's sustainable, and you are recycling, and you are helping the environment as well.
Absolutely. So all of the clothing that we make is made out of vintage upcycled saris. So for example, I can tell from this print that this sari was from the 90s. Just like with cars, how you can kind of tell from the detailing, or furniture, you can tell what era it's from.
I had no idea.
But it makes sense, I guess. There are new styles and new people designing. Let's put our own little flair to it.
So, we have so many fabrics that are from the 70s. We call them the Scooby-Doo colors because you get the purples and the mustards and the oranges. And then we turn it into clothing that you can wear every day. We are not telling you to wear a sari. We're saying, Here's some fabulous fabric.
I
And you can involve this fabric in your life every day.
need to understand a little bit more about silk.
Yes.
How do you wash it? Why is it so forgiving in terms of its drape and its temperature regulating?
So silk is made from the thread of silk moths. And it is actually, not a lot of people know this, but during the World Wars, they used to use silk to make parachutes. That's commonly known. But what's not commonly known is that the first bulletproof vests were made out of silk.
Because it's that strong?
It's that strong a fiber.
Oh, okay.
So silk is so resilient that you can have pieces of silk that are 50 or 60 years old, and the fabric is still in excellent condition. And I think we all know that as well, that, you know, fabrics were better made generations ago than they're made now.
So as we lead into that, then, how do you care for a sari? How do you launder it? How do you hang it, preserve it?
So Indian women generally get their saris dry cleaned, but I have a caveat to that.
Okay.
We only use two fabrics in creating our garments. We use a silk georgette, which is a slightly more sheer fabric made out of silk.
Yep.
Or we use a silk crepe. This is a silk crepe. Both of these are hand washable or machine washable on delicate. You just use a very mild detergent and you hang dry. That's it. It's perfect for vacations. We tell people just wash it in your hotel sink.
Beautiful.
Take it back up. It's also very stain resistant. You can, you know, I've dropped ketchup on mine and just quickly washed it off and gone on with my day, and it was dry within minutes. So
Okay.
it really is a fabric that people don't use as much as they used to, because to get new silk is extraordinarily expensive.
Very much so.
But the fact that we're using vintage silk, not only do you get to share the story of the woman who was wearing the clothing before you, but you get to participate in a movement that does not create additional pollution while you're still wearing one of the most fabulous fabrics ever created, pure silk.
Yeah, it's remarkable. And this is generational.
Yes.
When you come from the Indian culture, how far back does the sari go? Would you happen to know that? As a former teacher, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But but let me ask you: you're a former teacher. Were you wearing saris as a teacher in class?
So to be honest, I did on occasion on cultural days at
Right.
school. I taught in Burlington, Ontario. And I think now, if I were to go into a classroom, I'm much more confident that my heritage would be valued and treasured and uplifted than when I was younger, when it would have been it would have been an opportunity to other me. I think now, you know, I was born and raised in Canada. My dad's been in Canada since he was 18. My grandfather was the first Gujarati in Ontario. We have a history of being Canadian.
Yeah.
But for a long time, it was difficult to be the other. And I feel that we've been so welcomed in Hamilton, where people are excited to participate in other cultures. They're excited to value what cultures bring, like incredible fabrics. So to answer your question about how long the sari has been worn, I don't even think I can come up with a date. It has always been worn. You know, you look into Roman culture with the toga. It's the same idea.
Same idea. Yeah,
You
of
take
course.
a great big piece of fabric and you find a way to drape it comfortably.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So once Supercrawl is ended and done, where do people reach out and get in touch with you and purchase a sari?
That is such a great question. So we have an online store that's called sariKNOTsari.com. So SARI, not with a K as in to tie a knot, sari.com.
That's so clever.
Yeah, thank you. And then we also have our store on James Street North at 228 James Street North. We've been here for 5 years now.
And
James is such a great street.
like this, sorry, Val. In an event like this, what does it mean for a small business like you and your neighbors?
We love being able to participate in Hamilton community. And this is one of the best events that Hamilton has to offer. You just need to look around to see how proud Hamiltonians are of what their city has to offer. And they come out in droves. And I think I was telling someone earlier that I'm from Burlington. And of course, we have our festivals there. They do not have anywhere near the energy that a Hamilton festival has. Here, people are you feel the pride that they have to be part of this community, and they show up because they want other people to know how much they support small business, how much they support local artisans and local restaurants. They see it as an opportunity to be a community, and you sense it in the energy in the air.
Sure do.
Yeah.
So you said you brought some clothes for me to try on?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to put those on later.
Okay.
Very excited. I would love to feel more comfortable right now.
I know.
Thank you.
I know you're looking forward to it. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break, and I understand we are going to be seeing you at some point later on.
Yeah.
In a sari right here. So we're looking forward to it. Hey, folks, more Supercrawl 2024. Come on down here. Thank you so much for tuning in, but all the fun's down here. Come down here this afternoon. More Supercrawl right after this.
Yeah.
Have a walkthrough of our mobile. Get on camera. Bring the kids down. Have some pictures. We'd love to have you down here. And again, support the vendors. Support the food trucks. Lots of great things going on. And we're going to have a special guest here. So we had the groups from sariKNOTsari here. First off, who do we have here?
I am Shefali. I'm the marketing director at sariKNOTsari. I work with Priya almost every hour of the day.
So I am going to let you two now take it away and talk to us about what we have for Val here.
Well, Val's looking absolutely fabulous today. She is in our kimono sleeve jacket style. So breathable, so beautiful with kimono style box sleeves. We just tied it up to create a bit of a shorter look and added it with a fabulous Canadian bamboo brand called Terrera. They create this really nice tank called the Ritzy tank. Oh, and she's showing off how you can make it versatile.
We're doing
how you
the
can
knot
make it
here.
beautiful.
So many different things with it. And the other thing that's really nice about sariKNOTsari is, yes, I love it like that. Yes.
So good.
So sariKNOTsari pieces are made out of vintage pure silk saris. So every piece is one of a kind, and you're not limited by a color palette that the industry says you need to love. If you don't love mustard, you don't need to wear mustard.
That's
you can wear
okay.
the colors that suit you. And Shefali has picked a beautiful tone for you to wear.
Yes, I was inspired by what you were already wearing. You said it wasn't breathable, but look here. Now you're breathable, happy, wonderful. And this is actually a necklace that I designed too.
I was going to say, I really like how Val is accessorized here now. Talk to us about this design and how it all kind of goes together.
For sure. So I have a personal brand I'm starting out called Shefali Imaya. It's all about the same idea of recycling fabric as well as jewelry and reworking into something beautiful. So everything that you see here are made from jewelry that has been thrown out, donated, not wanted anymore. I've given it a second life and added a lovely pendant made by my coworker who hand wraps all these beautiful pieces. And yeah, just thought it could add some flair to an already recycled piece.
So let me ask you, when you're designing this beautiful clothing,
Kimono sleeve jacket, yes.
kimono and the sleeve jacket and this, where does some of your inspiration come from?
Well, I think I can answer that.
Okay, please.
So I designed all of our pieces, and my goal was to create something that could be worn in a versatile way. So like Val has already shown us, you can wear this piece as almost like a cardigan. You can tie it together and turn it into like a front tie top. You can add some knots to the front and make it look a little bit more like a bolero. You can actually wear that piece backwards and upside down. Shefali, would you like to show us?
There you go.
how it's
Okay.
done? And it becomes more like a cropped, squared off jacket. So when I designed these pieces, my goal was to create versatility in women's wardrobes so that you could enjoy the same piece in so many different ways.
Wow, look at this. Instant new outfit.
Here you go.
Just like
Now,
that.
Shefali is so good at this because Shefali is also the person who styled our models for the fashion show tonight at 7 p.m.
Yes, we're going to be.
You went quick there. That was well done.
Thank you very much.
7 p.m. is the fashion show.
Yes, it is.
All from sariKNOTsari.
It is. And it's a really cool show because it's all about how sariKNOTsari fits your style. It's not just about, showing a certain look or being a certain ideal. It's about how you can make fashion your own thing.
And Val, I have to ask, how are you feeling now? Do you feel cooler?
So much cooler. I actually can feel the breeze now.
Yes.
That is naturally happening. I can now feel it.
So we have to run. I got to say, you're looking cool and you look very stylish. You look very comfortable. So to our folks at sariKNOTsari, thank you so much. We got a fashion show later on tonight, 7 o'clock down here, Supercrawl 2024, celebrating 16 years. We want to see you down here. Come on down. More Supercrawl coming up right